Hey everyone, and welcome to AvidMax Tying Tuesdays. My name is Brady, and today we're going to tie John Barr's Vis-A-Dun. It's a great dry fly created by John Barr, one of his great patterns. It's similar to the Comparadun, but we're going to substitute the hair wing for a synthetic material on this fly. Starting out, we're going to tie it on a Tiemco hook. This is the TMC 100, a very traditional dry fly hook from Tiemco, used on a lot of patterns. And then we're going to throw some thread. The thread we're using is a Vis 16-aught and AvidDun. Start it there with some locking wraps. And then we can come in and do our tail. Our tail and our hackle are going to be the same material on this fly. We're going to use the whiting high and dry. This is the dun color, the light dun color for this pattern. And we'll just go ahead and prep our tail, pull some off of the quill, keep them all nicely aligned. And then we can transfer the measurement right about our hook shank in length, like a traditional mayfly would be, and secure that to the shank. This is an awesome pattern that can be adjusted to fish many different kinds of mayflies. BWO is kind of the variation we're doing here today. Don't be afraid to do PMDs or larger dry flies such as March Browns and things like that. Adjust your colors and your sizes just to match the bugs that you have going on in your area. Once we have the tail secured, we can come in with our synthetic material, our wing material. This is really the visible part in the Vis-A-Dun. Just going to use some Antron yarn, and the gray dun kind of blends nicely into this pattern. And we'll go ahead and secure that similar to how you would secure a post, but we're not going to wrap it tight like a post. We're going to leave it a little loose, more conducive to the Comparadun style wing that you would do. And once we have that secured on the hook shank, we'll come in and we're going to try and clip it at an angle. This will help to keep a nice taper to your body and not build up too much bulk or a big bump right behind where your wing and your hackle are going to be. This is an awesome pattern if you're fishing a hatch. It's a low riding dry fly, so if the bugs aren't quite breaking that surface tension, this can be an awesome option to fish a little bit closer down. And just get our wing nice and propped up, straight up off of the hook shank there. So the next material we're going to tie in is our hackle for this fly. You can see I have my feather prepped here. Clip some of the barbels off just for a nice clean tie-in point, and then keep them flared outward. Going to want to measure it just about the hook gape to keep that hackle the right size for this pattern. And then we're going to come back in and trim it down anyhow. Once we have that set in place, we can work on back, grab our dubbing. Going to use some of the dry fly olive dubbing today, very traditional dubbing for dry fly. The super fine dubbings are great because they keep the water out. They're not going to get real waterlogged like some other dubbings might, helping to keep that fly floating longer in the day. You don't have to cure it quite as much as you would with some other dubbing options. We'll just work on a nice clean taper going on up to where that wing is, little by little as we go, until we're behind that post, and then we can jump right in front of it and secure right on up to the front. And then just to keep everything in place, we'll half hitch real quick before we prepare to wrap our hackle. Throw that over on the bobbin cradle, get it out of the way, and then we can do a few wraps of our hackle and do a couple wraps behind before we sneak right in front of that post and do a couple of wraps in front. Not too difficult of a fly to tie. It's great because it's very visible, so it's nice and fun to fish as well. Don't have to struggle to see your little mayfly pattern coming down in your dead drift. We'll capture that excess hackle off. We can trim it out. And then go ahead and give the fly a nice whip finish. Out some of those trapped fibers. And you have a nice completed Barr's Vis-A-Dun of the BWO variation.